And you thought your relationship was bad. Hey y'all, welcome to Real Value, where we recap, review, retell, rate, and evaluate all things real, all things watched. I'm Cal, and on today's episode, we dive into a review of the new 2025 romantic thriller, Companion. Now y'all check it. Today's video is gonna be all over the place because I had to work an 11-hour shift because coworker called out. Do you know what's worse than working an 11-hour shift? Working an impromptu 11-hour shift. I also had this other thing I was supposed to go to, but none of my clothes fit anymore because I gained 20 pounds. And I couldn't really work on this outline as much as I wanted to, but I know I need to get this video out because if I don't, then y'all will hate me. Life. The shirt. Oh, did you not think that I would have a shirt made up of all my baby boys? My two baby big boys? Yeah. Cat Dad love, y'all. Cat Dad love. Now, some are calling this film a horror comedy, but I'd argue it leans more into sci-fi thriller territory. Sure, it has some comedic moments, but I wouldn't put it in the horror category. I actually decided I'm going to come up with a new category for this movie, and I am deeming it a romantic thriller. That's right, romantic thriller. It's such a broad genre, the horror sci-fi genre, but I like romantic thrillers, so that's what this one is in my eyes. Companion follows Iris, played by Sophie Thatcher, who thinks she's in a normal relationship with her boyfriend, Josh, played by Jack Quaid. But during a getaway with friends at a remote lake house, she makes a shocking realization. Spoilers ahead from this moment on. It's hard to talk about this movie without them. Here we go. So she finds out that she's not human. She's actually an AI companion, custom built to be Josh's perfect partner. As she starts questioning her reality, things take a dark turn, forcing everyone to confront the blurred lines between artificial intelligence, autonomy, and love. The film was written and directed by Drew Hancock, known for Fred 3, Camp Fred, Tenacious D, Time Fixers, and the Blue Mountain State documentary. So yeah, not exactly the filmography you would expect before diving into something like this. Companion marks his feature-length directorial debut, but genres are all over the place there. Okay, a little rant about the trailers. I gotta say, I wish I would have gone into this movie without knowing that Iris was a robot. The reveal could have been incredible, but of course, modern trailers love spoon-feeding us the entire plot in just under 2 minutes. Are we really that impatient? Do we need every major twist handed to us just to be convinced to watch a movie? Do we need everything spoon-fed? Do we need breadcrumbs laid out in a path to lead us to the plot and to it's annoying. I told you it was gonna be all over the place. That being said, even knowing the twist ahead of time, I still had high hopes for this movie. It gets 0 Scaredy Cals because there's nothing scary about the movie. That's why I want to put it into more of a romantic thriller category. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I didn't find it scary. Sophie Thatcher, who we previously discussed in our Heretic review, absolutely nails her role. We also have Lucas Cage, who you might remember from Smile 2, delivering a solid performance as well. And hey, while we're at it, if you could go watch those reviews after you finish this review and watch all my reviews, that'd be cool because I'd really love to stop working 60-hour weeks just to survive. That'd be great. The bigger picture, the core themes at its heart, Companion, at least to me, explores codependency, relationships, artificial intelligence, and sentience, all wrapped up in a cautionary tale about control and love. At the start of the film, Josh treats Iris like an accessory. She exists purely to serve him. What's wild is that no one really questions it, right? And if you don't know the twist ahead of time, you're like, man, he is being a real big dick to her. Man, why is he making her carry all the bags? Wow, he just treats her like nothing. The film raises some deep philosophical questions, even though he's just treating a robot this way, right? So throughout the entire movie, the characters are like, she's not real, she's a robot. But what actually defines sentience? Josh constantly goes back to, you only feel the way you do because of your programming. But is a programmed AI's emotion any less real than ours? After all, aren't we all just running on biological programming? Our DNA, quite frankly, is our code that shapes our thoughts, feelings, behaviors, physical attributes, etc. If an AI develops its own sense of self, does that make it any less real? And what about the flip side to that? What do we do with all the dumbest members of our society? All the stupid people. There are some stupid goddamn fucking people out there. And are they worth any less? No, of course not. Overall, I had a good time with the movie. Its pacing is solid. It's got some great tension building moments. Visually, it's really stunning. What really struck me about this movie is this is gonna happen. I mean, we're closer than ever to developing like a companion AI kind of robot. And honestly, I was watching this movie, and maybe it's just because I'm so lonely, I can still feel you here. But I was like, sign me up. I'll have a companion robot girlfriend, whatever. I don't care. She look like Sophie Thatcher or Megan Fox and Subservience. All right, yeah, whatever. But this movie is interesting because kind of like in our review over Alien Romulus, where I mentioned you could kind of see Andy gaining sentience, or at least becoming more self-aware, right, in that respect. And you can kind of see that happen in this movie too. It's very interesting. It raises some philosophical questions. And it's not just about AI. You could say this movie, again, like I mentioned, is about codependency and women sometimes just dealing with the shitty man-child that they're sometimes latched to simply because they're too scared to move on, or they feel like they can't move on. And it goes for both sexes, not just men, women, theys, all of the above, right? We're humans, and sometimes things get weird. Okay, so what is the real value of this movie? Well, I was expecting a real MVP. I didn't get a real MVP, but I had a good time with the movie. I dub this one as real good. I almost want to go real good. It's not quite great, but I had a good time with it. And I was expecting something like that would blow my mind. And honestly, I think if the trailer wouldn't have given so much away, I might have bumped it up to a great. But there's something about just, God, these trailers. I hate watching trailers because they give away so much nowadays. Like, I don't know, has it always been that way? I have to go watch some old 80s, 90s trailers and see if they gave away that much. I don't know. The best movies and the best surprises happen when you have no idea what you're going into. When I saw The Matrix, yeah, when it came out in '99, dating myself, I had no idea what I was going in to watch. Could you imagine seeing The Matrix without any prior knowledge of any trailer whatsoever in 1999? Because that movie transformed cinema for the next decade or two. And I mean, still to this day. Also, Keanu. All right, I already gave you my Scaredy Cals score. So yeah, I think this one's real good. Tell me if you're gonna see it. If you already saw it, did you like it? Leave your comments in the comments below. Jesus, it's been a long day. Thank y'all for stopping by. I'm Cal. Be nice to each other. If you can't do that, at least don't be a dick. Peace.